back to 1974 to benefit low and moderate income people. HUD funds are allocated to the state of Pennsylvania, who then distributes them under a formula established by the legislature to different communities based on their low and moderate income populations. CDBG's goal is to provide resources to assist communities to avert adverse effects on health, safety, and welfare of its residents. In 2020, the borough is eligible for $132,533. To access that money, we have to submit an eligible fundable application for the funds. The role of the public hearings is to allow residents to participate in the development of community needs, and we'd be asking for their input tonight on any issues that they see in the community that might be addressed. Residents are also welcome to suggest how needs should be met and to comment on present and past uses of the CDBG funds. The range of activities that can be funded with CDBG is housing rehabilitation, public services, community facilities, infrastructure, streets, sidewalks, economic development planning. However, these activities have to benefit at least 51% low and moderate income residents. And that has to be determined either by a household income determination or by a survey of the area where the project is to take place to ensure that 51% of the people in that area are low moderate income. This is what has limited the borough in using CDBG funds in a number of different ways. Because I'm sure you can all think of things that we could use that money for. The process in developing the application is to hold 2 public hearings, develop a 3-year plan, and identify eligible activities that will benefit low and moderate income residents, and to look at identify the cost of those, and then I'm missing a page. First hearing is tonight. Second hearing will be on September 16th, and then we will be asking for a resolution from council on the 21st of October to authorize the submission of an application, and then the submission to DCED is due on October the 28th. What we have generally done with CDBG funds is housing rehabilitation. That has been our only activity for the past several years. Last year, due to limited funds, we only did 5 properties. However, we have since received home funds, 2019 CDBG funds. So right now we have quite a good amount of money to process rehabilitation of houses. There's really not enough people on the waiting list, which we're trying to address right now, to use CDBG funds just for housing rehabilitation. Currently, we have only 13 people on the waiting list, and we are just beginning again after being shut down, but we have 1 property that's ready to begin construction, 2 other properties in the pipelines. Our average cost in 2019 was quite high. It was $33,566 per house, and that was because we had older houses with a lot of different needs, and the prices seemed to, every time something was opened up, something else that needed to be done was found. The other activity we've had in the past several years is curb ramps, and the last round of curb ramp installation was in 2017. The borough installed 6 curb ramps along East 11th Avenue. The total construction was $35,000 for 6 ramps. Cost per ramp was roughly $5,833. In the distant past, we've done CO2 detector distributions, we've done accessibility in public facilities, and the oldest one is we reconstructed Hector Street. There are no projects that are being considered which would result in the displacement of in the demolition of any houses or the displacement of any lower moderate income households. I'd ask for any comments that people might have, council might have, questions, comments on the past uses. The other issue that people listening to the meeting should have is that we will accept written comments through August the 31st on community needs, and they can either be sent to the borough at 400 Fayette Street, Suite 200, Conshohocken, or you can email them to me at cstatler@conshahockenpa.gov. Questions, comments? suggestions
Chris, what if you have a resident who might fall into that category?
for rehab. They can call us. We can send them out an application.
Okay.
Right now, we are doing mailings to each of the different wards. We've
good.
done, let me see, 5 and 6, 4 and 7 is getting ready to go out, and we're beginning work on 3 and 2 and 3. No, one we're going to do separately because that's a rather large area.
Okay. I have a resident that had rehab a number of years ago.
Okay.
Can she apply again? She needs windows.
That's interesting because we're having that happen quite a few times. So we are considering, and this will come back to council for approval. Council has to approve all of any changes to the eligibility in the rehab program. We have had that happen with 2 or 3 other people. So we are now considering possibly doing a time limit, like if someone had rehab done 10 years ago, they could then reapply. We're not really thinking of 5 years. We think that's too short a time right now.
Okay.
But 10 to 15 years, we have people who had it done that long ago.
Yeah.
And, some of the systems that were okay then are not okay now.
Okay.
So that is something that, you'll be seeing in the next several months.
All right, I'll let her know to contact.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? No?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
By the authority vested in me, I hereby declare this meeting of the Conshohocken Borough Council duly open and ready to conduct any business that may come before it. Roll call?
Councilmember Tutino.
Present.
Councilmember Griffin. Councilmember Flanagan.
Here.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Stokely. Councilmember Stokely, are you here?
Yes. Did you hear it? I heard it.
I hear a little bit.
Ask it again. I think I heard it.
Councilmember Stokely, are you here?
Yes. Did you hear it? It's very low.
Yeah, it's very
Vice
low.
President Sokolowski.
Here.
President Leonard.
Here.
Mayor Aronson.
Here.
You have a prayer for council, Ms. Sokolowski?
Please rise. O divine Master, in deep humility, we place ourselves, our thoughts, and our plans in thy hands. We beg thee to fill our minds and our wills with the gifts of wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, and piety. Help us not to think of self or personal desires, but rather consider the responsibilities laid upon us. Help us promote as far as possible the welfare of our people and to treat them with impartiality and justice. Grant us the power to set good example in thought, word, and deed, so that thy blessings will be showered upon us and the people we represent. Amen.
Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for joining our regularly scheduled public voting session via video conference and/or conference call. At this time, I would ask that all participants mute their audio lines. No public comments will be permitted during the course of the meeting until the designated public comment time located on the agenda. You will be notified during the meeting when public comments are permitted. You may also submit written comments via email to brogers@conshahockenpa.gov. A member of the Borough Administration during the public comment period will read public comments submitted in this manner. For all comments, please include your name and address for the record. It is of utmost importance that the public is given every available opportunity to participate in the meeting. However, if required, we will mute all audio lines due to any inappropriate comments or behavior during the remote meeting. Borough Council and Administration thank you in advance for your cooperation during the remote meeting. We hope that everyone in the community is staying safe and healthy. The first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The first item is approve and adopt the July 15th regular meeting minutes and approve the July ending treasurer's report and accounts payable.
I'll
So-
make that motion.
Okay, I have to read
Yeah, I
them
was
though.
going to say, can we have the amount?
Yes. First, I will need a motion to approve and adopt the July 15 regular meeting minutes and a motion to approve the July ending treasurer's report and accounts payable in the amount of $541,493.48.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving the citizen participation plan for CDBG and home programs. So I would ask for a motion to approve the revised citizen participation plan and CDBG and home programs.
I'll make that motion.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving a tuition reimbursement for Officer Bond for the amount of, for the 2020 fall semester. The motion is to approve a tuition reimbursement for Officer Matthew Bond for the fall 2020 semester.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is consider approving Resolution 2020-21, reaffirming and extending the prohibition on bringing animals into the Marywood Park. So I would ask for, go ahead, Ike.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is considering approval St. Mark's special event and fee waiver request for outdoor church services. So the motion would be to approve St. Mark's special event and fee waiver request for outdoor church services.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is to consider approving St. Matthew's fee waiver request for use of the A field for outdoor church services. So I would ask for the motion to approve St. Matthew's fee waiver request for the use of the A field for outdoor church services.
I'll make that motion. Oh, and I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is in reference to the Friends of Conshohocken Parks, and I'm going to turn that over to Vice President Sokolowski.
Thank you, President Leonard. Today we have a request from the committee, Friends of Conshohocken Parks. They are in the midst of their fundraising, and they're selling shirts. We approved them a couple months ago to buy their first order of shirts, and they have been selling them very well, and they're at a level of making profit at this point. And we would like to now purchase some children's shirts.
Oh, that's great.
So they are looking for a cost not to exceed $525 to purchase additional shirts for selling for fundraising purposes. The shirts are green. They say, "I park in Country." If you have a moment to take a look at the Friends of Conshohocken homepage, either on Facebook or out on Gmail, you can see what the shirts look like. They're actually really cute. And you're able to buy them either via Venmo at Friends of Conshohocken Parks, or you can Gmail Friends of Conshohocken Parks, and we'll get back to you on picking up. So
Okay.
I would ask for permission from council and a motion to release the funds of not to exceed $525.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Do we have any requests, Brittany?
No, we did not receive any public comment via email submission.
Okay. So, and we have no one calling in? No.
Anyone on the call have public comment?
No, okay. So on that, we will turn it over to Mayor Aronson for comments.
Thank you, President Leonard.
Welcome.
First, I want to thank our residents for their patience as we go through this new normal. And I know it's probably a little hard to see on TV at home, but this room looks quite a bit different. So thank you to our borough administration for all the work making this happen. I think we really wanted to be back in the chambers, so it is nice to be back. First thing I have is Conchi Strong virtual bingo, which is going to happen next Thursday, the 27th at 6:30. It is a virtual event, and residents can go to conchibingo.com/bingo. All proceeds will benefit Destination Conshohocken and the Colonial Neighborhood Council. And we will actually be doing the drawing at the VFW. So we're very excited. We can include the veterans in some way. And then the second event is our Conshohocken Dog Park Committee is having a Barks and Brews event on September 27th from 6 to 10 p.m. It's going to be outside at the VFW. All the tables are going to be socially distant. Everyone's going to be required to wear a mask. And proceeds from the night are going to go to initiatives that the Dog Park Committee wants to put on moving forward. So I know they're very excited to be doing something back in the community. And that's it for me.
Ms. Flanagan?
Yes, I would like to tell all of the Conshohocken residents, the West Conshohocken residents, and the Plymouth Township residents that we were all awarded a $500,000 grant from State Senator Vincent Hughes to complete the Inceptor program for our sewer system. And I'd like to say thank you to all the staff here and all the staff at the Sewer Authority that provided the groundwork for that grant. So that's the third grant that we've received that is helping us modernize and make our sewer system more efficient.
Thank you. Ms. Sokolowski?
I don't have anything other than I want to say keep shopping and supporting our local businesses. Got lots of different setups outside, and it's really neat to see, full tables when you're driving around Conshohocken. So let's continue to support our local businesses.
Thank you. Ms. Barton?
I really don't have too much
Okay,
to say right now.
okay. Mr.
Just
Tino?
stay safe.
Okay. Okay. That's it. We did public comment. Meeting adjourned.